Världens äckligaste rockgrupp, det kallar många den amerikanska hårdrockgruppen.
God kväll och välkomna tillbaka till Svar direkt igen.
We are Satans people.
I din artikel så går du in på den här fräcka showen där Black Lawless skriker I fuck like a beast.
Du har ju också ett ansvar som journalist. Vad är det för ideal som du vill påverka?
Marmgren som får avsluta det här med en dikt. Varsågod.
Gud som haver barnen kär, se till mig som 13 är och som vart på rockkonsert. Fula gubbar på en scen, rått kött käkar de och ben. Vrålar som besatt om sex, om hur djurets lustar väcks. Men jag fattar inget alls när svärdet klyver flickans hals. Det står ej i Lukasbrevet att de har såklingor i skrevet. Vart jag mig i världen vänder, blodet syns från deras händer. Så Gud, igenom 1000 watt, hjälp mig nu när det blir natt.
My name is Maria. I was once on a talk show in Sweden in 1984. We only had 2 channels at the time. It was a live show and everybody was watching it. And here we are, 40 years later.
How come you ended up in the talk show when they were about to talk about metal and W.A.S.P?
Well, my mother worked behind the scenes, and they had a person working on the show that had written a poem, and it was written in the perspective of a 13-year-old. So they started asking around, who has a 13-year-old at home? And she said, I do. So she called me and said that they needed someone reading a poem. And it was only a few hours before the actual broadcast. And I was hesitant, but then she bribed me with a new shirt to wear. So I ended up getting a cab and going to the studio and actually rehearsing the poem while the show was happening.
Did you have any instructions before the show, how to appear, how to talk or anything?
Not really. I think they said that they needed a quite innocent 13-year-old. So basically I was just being myself. But I never really got the actual context of the show. I just got the poem and I was so focused on learning the lines because I was supposed to do it by heart. So I didn't really comprehend what was going on while I was learning it. But that happened later. The day after in school, I was very much aware of what the show was about.
Did you know anything about the band W.A.S.P when you said yes to participate in the show?
Well, I knew very little. I was a very much cassette tape recorded from radio pop kind of child, not that invested in any kind of genre of music, but we had a magazine that was called OK, and that featured all kinds of music and bands. So I knew what W.A.S.P was, but I really didn't know their shows or their music at all.
When you were about to read the poem, how nervous were you?
At the moment when I read it, I think I was quite calm. I was more nervous that I wouldn't learn the lines. So that was the reason I was so focused. So I really didn't hear anything that was going on the stage. I was just learning the lines, and then I was waiting for the host to say my name, and he got my name wrong, and then the nerves kick in because I was doing this. Of course, we had 2 TV channels. If you went on TV, you were kind of famous. And he got my first name and last name wrong. So then the nerves kind of kicked in, but I think I did pretty well.
What's your relationship to the W.A.S.P song? It's their biggest hit, I Wanna Be Somebody.
Well, as I said, I don't have a big relationship with W.A.S.P, but I actually like that song very much.